This is Tom Tuziant with Start with the House. Did anybody ever tell you that your mortgage is like your teeth? And they actually are, because they both need an annual checkup. When you think about it, a 30-year fixed rate mortgage is 10,950 days. So would you ever go 10,950 days without having your teeth checked? And should you go that long without having your mortgage checked? Probably not. Well, what's a mortgage checkup? That's a service that we offer. It's an annual review, and it basically compares where you are, where you're going, and where you plan to be. And it helps us identify some possible changes to your current mortgage or your current plan, point out ways where you can improve what you're doing, verify what you're doing is working well for you, and making sure that any risks you're facing or any opportunities you have are planned for and handled correctly. The annual mortgage checkup is 4 assessments. It takes about 30 minutes to get done. The first thing we're going to do is an HBDR assessment. We're going to do an identity theft assessment, a credit score assessment, and a house equity assessment. The HBDR basically gives you a single percentage number, not only for your mortgage, but all the debts that you have. And then we'll look at ways that you can alter your HBDR. And our goal there is to help you spend as little money as possible on interest. For example, someone who has credit card balances, a first mortgage, a second mortgage, and a car loan may find themselves spending over $30,000 a year in interest. Well, by a sound mortgage strategy, if we can reduce that $30,000 interest payment every year to $25,000, it gives them an extra $5,000 each year to reach their other financial goals. Secondly, we'll look at identity theft, reportedly the fastest growing crime in America. We do this with a free credit report. We look at who's been looking at your credit, make sure that every account on your credit report is something you know about, and then point out ways to reduce your risk to identity theft. With your credit score, we'll show you what your current credit score is. We'll point out ways that you can make short-term improvements in your credit score, and also give you ideas for long-term improvements in your credit score. Nowadays, a person's high credit score is one of their most important assets, with everybody from the medical system, potential employers, auto and home insurers, and of course credit cards, car lenders, or mortgage lenders looking at your credit score. It's more important than ever to keep credit score, to get it as high as possible and keep it as high as possible. And then we're going to look at the equity in your house. We're going to take a look at the location of all your assets, not only the money you've stored in your house, but how are you doing towards other goals like building a retirement fund, saving for future business needs or a business startup, or other needs that you have for you and your family to make sure your money's working as hard as possible for you. And we're going to look at ways and show you ways the mortgage can help you create wealth and balance out your wealth to improve your financial safety. So how do you get started? Well, we've got a one-page form we need you to fill out. It takes you about 10 minutes. We get a credit authorization from you to allow us to run a copy of your credit report. You fax it back into us, and then we do a 30-minute review, either using an internet web conference call or in person, to make sure that your your mortgage is doing as good as it can. So let's get started. You can call me at 704-541-1171 or send an email to tom@startwiththehouse.com. We'll get you the paperwork to get started, and in 30 minutes you'll have a great understanding of how your mortgage is working to help you and make sure your checkup is doing the best it can for you.